What's going on, everybody? Red here. Thought I'd make a quick video on the way to my first errand of the day. I'm doing this in the security and the comfort and the lockdown of my vehicle, so no worries, I'm playing it safe. Couple things I want to talk to you guys about, and I'll try not to drag this out. So there's mixed feelings on the whole COVID-19 lockdown, and I'm gonna say both sides. Okay, I'm gonna explain. I'm going to sympathize, be open-minded to both sides of the issue. Okay, this is not a one-sided thing. I am for working at home if you can, at all possible. If you're able to work from home, not everybody is. I am definitely 100% for that. There's a lot of benefits to that, and there's a lot of downsides to that. One is you're home all day, right? You're bored. It's nice to see other people and be out and about and have a purpose to go to and from, even though it's a pain in the ass to drive in city traffic. It's a pain in the ass, but a little bit inside of me misses it, just a little bit. I mean, obviously the plus sides are I save on gas. Gas is like $1.45 in my area. I'm gonna top it off once I get back. Gas is cheap. You don't use a whole lot, of course. You're not having to fight traffic to and from work. You're not having to get up early just to get ready and feed the dog and make coffee and get yourself ready and shower to head out the door, right? You have to get up early for that, and then you also have to give yourself time for the whole traffic thing, right, to get to work. And for me, I have to get there early enough to get at least a decent parking spot, and so not having to go downtown to work, it has its pluses and minuses. So I'm all for staying at home as best as possible. I also understand that not everybody still gets paid. I still get paid, right? I still have a job. Even if they shut down my place of employment for 3-4 weeks, I'm still going to get paid, as I work for state government type of work. So what I do is essential to the private sector. And I know a lot of people say, well, we don't need the government in our business. Regardless if you like it or not, they tie in together, and you can't have one without the other, because when one doesn't exist, the other doesn't. And it works both ways. I realize it. If private sector wasn't around, I wouldn't have a job. If I wasn't around, or the government entity I work for, private sector couldn't function. So it is intertwined with each other. And no, I'm not going to tell you where I work at. But I will say this, that I get it. I get for the people that maybe cut hair, people that work at nail salons, people that work in industries where they are completely shut down because their job entails that they have a lot of contact with the public. I get that. You have construction guys that are still, those are essential guys. They're still working. They're still required. They're not so huddled up together where they can't be under, less than 10 people at a location. So they're safe, right? But you need all these key elements. You need this business and that business and this business to all intertwine, because without one, the other one tends to shut down, right? Without one, the other one gets impacted in some way. Restaurants, everybody's doing drive-through. All the restaurant companies are just drive-through only. So how does that hurt them? It hurts them on the sense where the waiters and waitresses that work in those establishments, they're out of a job. So either they're forced to work in the kitchen, work among the cooking staff or the essential cashiers, or something related in that area, or they need to look for another job. So I get that. They are impacted. A lot of you miss going to the club, going to the bars, going to the pool houses, the bowling alleys, you know, playing sports, going to the gym. There's a lot of you that go to the gym out there and you're like, I can't wait to go back to the gym. So my question to you, and I'm going to wrap this up now, is do we just say fuck it, let's all go back to work, and if you get sick, you get sick. Too bad, too sad. Because there are going to be bounds of people that get sick. And this whole stay at home, I get it. It doesn't work for everybody. There's people that it's really impacting to the point where they're like, I don't know how I'm going to pay my rent. We're going to lose our house. My kids are about to go starving. And that leads to looting and rioting and everything else. And that's where you're seeing it, like in Michigan. Those guys are protesting because they're on that verge. They see it coming. Or do you just say, look, give us more time, shelter in place. And with B, I think it's going to come down to the government saying, hey, we're going to contact all the mortgages, all the renters, and the government, we're going to pay your rent for the next 3 to 6 months, however long that they see this going on for. We're going to pay your utilities. It's going to go, the money's going to go straight from us to those establishments. You're going to get a food stamp credit card or whatever once a month until this is over to go buy your groceries. Only then will people settle down. Only then will people say, you know what, okay, fine, you're going to pay for my stuff for a couple of months. I don't have to worry about bills. Great. I'll stay at home. I'll stay in place. That is the only way it's going to work. Let me know what you guys think, because I don't think us all going back to work is such a good idea, unless they can figure out how to keep us contained and our bellies full. Right out.